Hi YouTube, back to Basics Gal here again. Today I'd like to share with you how to make an easy natural bug spray that works. I've been using this recipe for about 4 years. I put them in these little spray bottles and give each one of us one of these. I mark them with a permanent marker, and it just says that it's bug spray. Before I begin with the recipe, I'd like to give my little disclaimer. The information, recipe, and use of any herbs, essential oils, or substances that are either ingested or put on your skin and absorbed should be done with the advice and knowledge of your own physician or healthcare provider, especially if you're pregnant or nursing. The herbal remedies or concoctions I am sharing with you work for me and my family and are for informational purposes only. Your use of the recipe or concoctions is at your own risk. These items work for us, and it's meant for, I'm just sharing it with you. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to show you how we make the bug spray. Anyway, we were out at the property today, and we had all kinds of bugs biting us. So I came home and quickly made some bug spray up. You can use one of these 3 items with witch hazel, rubbing alcohol, or vodka. You're going to need to pick one of the 3. I prefer the witch hazel. And you're going to need some liquid glycerin. I will post all the amounts below. And you're going to need 4 different essential oils. I'm going to be using lavender, I'm going to use rosemary, I'm going to use eucalyptus, and I also have some tea tree oil here, and this is it's cinnamon oil. You can also use add orange oil for fleas and rose geranium oil for ticks and lice, and if you'd like you can also add some additional tablespoon of castor oil in this recipe. Mosquitoes do not like castor oil, but nor do I. I will put all this information, like I said, below so you can have it. And this is what our witch hazel tree looks like. This fall I'm going to show you how I make witch hazel. It's a great astringent. Anyway, so here we go. I'm going to be using the, first I'm going to start with the 1/2 cup of filtered water. I'm going to use filtered, you can use distilled. I have reverse osmosis. This is a little bit more than 1/2 cup, and I'm pouring it into a pint mason jar. I like to keep this in the refrigerator. I like it real cold when on a hot day when you've got to spray yourself. It's nice to have it cool. And I'm going to, the recipe calls for, it says in the recipe, just to fill it up 1 inch from the top of the pint mason jar. So that's what I'm going to do. And it also, there's no, they did not put how many ounces were in this witch hazel, or at least I couldn't see it. But it's, like I said, it's about 1 inch from the rim there. And then we're going to need to put in a tablespoon of the liquid glycerin. And this recipe calls for 50 drops of the essential oil, and it doesn't say how many drops each. It just says to use 3 or 4 of these different essential oils, and just totaling up to 50 drops. So instead of me doing the little drops of each one, I'm going to take and use 1/4 teaspoon of each one. So I'm going to use 1/4 teaspoon of essential, this is eucalyptus, and it's really strong. The mosquitoes and the flies really do not like the smell of eucalyptus oil. I get this at the Indian grocery store. This whole bottle only is like $3.50. And I'm going to put some rosemary oil. And I'm going to put a quarter of a teaspoon of this in there. So I'm guessing that this is going to be 50 drops on. And then I'm going to use the lavender. Those are the ones that I like. You can also use cinnamon if you like cinnamon. That's another one that they had. They gave a bunch of different essential oils you can add. But the minimum you're going to want to have is 3. And you just stir it up. You should shake this up. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in my little stir bottle. I had already made some and have some left in it from today earlier. And like I said, I'm going to keep this in the refrigerator. I like these little spray bottles. They're like individual spray bottles. They're like 88 cents at Walmart. And I just make sure I mark the outside with, it just says bug spray. And I'm just going to put a lid on this, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. Have it nice ice, well, not ice cold, but cold, so when I spray it on myself, it'll cool me off too and do double duty. Anyway, this is Back to Basics, gal. Thanks for stopping by.